Hello everybody, this is the Weekstrand, and boy howdy, that was a show, wasn't it? Apart from having the weakest lineup in history when it comes to, the movies that actually was nominated, they also stripped away all the glitz and glamour from the whole thing and made this thing look more like, a team building for some, paper company located in Delaware or something like that. It didn't look very prestigious. And now let's find out how good I was at predicting the outcome and what I think about the winners. Spoilers, I was bad at this. So here we go. Best original song. I think it's going to be Fight for You that's going to win, but I hope it's going to be Husavik from the Eurovision movie. Not a great movie, but pretty okay. So Fight for You won, and I'm totally fine with that. I haven't heard the song. The only song I had heard, before this was the song from Eurovision Song Contest, and I thought that was an okay song, but yeah, I'm not too bothered by this one. Makeup and hairstyle. But I think it is going to be Ma Rainey's Black Bottom that wins, but I think I want Mank to win. We'll see where it goes. So Ma Rainey's Black Bottom won, and I guess that was an totally expected outcome, and I think it was a well-deserved win, and that's fine. Costume design. I was really impressed with Milan when it came to the costumes, which was almost the only thing I was impressed by from that movie. So I want Milan to win, but I think Mank is going to pull in this one because Hollywood love this kind of stuff. So it's gonna be Mank, but I hope actually for Mulan. Another win for Ma Rainey, and while it was a totally fine movie, I guess, to win, I much rather had preferred Mulan winning despite being a not so good movie. I probably even thought Mank would have done the job, but I guess we're gonna have to live with that, and that's fine too. Original score. I really like Trent Reznor, and I really hope that he will be able to, nab an Academy Award. So I think it's going to be Mank, and I actually hope it's going to be Mank. Soul won, and I'm really happy about that. I like Trent Reznor, and I like the scores he creates, and I'm just a little surprised that he won, but I'm really happy about that. So good job there, Trent. Production design. I want Tenet to win, but I don't think it's going to win. I think it's going to be super ignored in the Academy, and I think that News of the World is going to grab this one because, Hollywood do love their, westerns sometimes to get a little nod here and there. So I think News of the World is going to get it, but man, it stings for Tenet. Fuck you, Mank. Fuck you very much. It was just a movie that had some okay production value. It wasn't like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where you really felt the period. This was just pretty okay. Tenet didn't win because I don't know why. I'm just mad about it. Damn it. Sound. I think that I want Mank to win, and I think that Mank is going to win, so it's going to be Mank. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't be too surprised that a movie called Sound of Metal would win a category called Sound. And I haven't seen this movie, and I cannot say anything else than it's probably a pretty boring movie with some good sounds in it, so yay this movie, I guess. Special effects. Well, I hope it's going to be Tenet, and I know it's going to be Tenet, and if it's not Tenet, I will fucking riot. Thank fucking God. It would have been so unfair if anybody else would have won an Academy Award for special effects in a year where there was almost no effects-heavy movie released. And also, you shouldn't forget, Tenet had one of the greatest case of special effects I've seen in years. It usually turns out that way when Christopher Nolan makes a movie, and I absolutely loved Tenet when I rewatched it, and I think it was a well-deserved winner, and I'm happy about it, and I would have been really, really cross if it wouldn't have won. Film editing. I would bet good money on that the Trial of the Chicago 7 gets the Academy for Best Editing, and I actually hope so. Sound of Metal, do go away, please. So, I thought that the Trial of the Chicago 7 had excellent editing. I loved the editing in that movie, which was one of the strongest things in the movie. And I guess Sound of Metal has fantastic editing when it comes to close-ups of drumsticks and cymbals and bass drums going boom, 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 and stuff like that. And it's probably good, but I just think it's going to look so-and-so, and damn you, Sound of Metal. Best International Feature Film. I think it's going to be Better Days who wins this, and I hope it's going to be Better Days who wins this. It is the only movie that sounds remotely interesting. 5 minutes after that I filmed my predictions video and had put it out, I realized that Another Round was one of the nominated, and then I thought, damn it, I picked the wrong one. In hindsight, I would have picked that one if I could have redone the thing again before, but no one is going to believe that, so my failure for this one will stick. Another Round is pretty much a well-deserving movie to win this one, I guess. I haven't seen it yet. I will probably see it eventually in, the next 5 or 6 years. I usually don't see the movies that win this category, on a regular basis. I do see them at time to time if they're good or if they're on TV or stuff like that, but I don't go out of my way to see them. But I think that Another Round is probably a fun little movie, and I like Mads Mikkelsen, and I'm happy for them, and it's a good choice, I think. Cinematography. I think they're going to pick Mank for this one. I don't like that because I told you this would happen. I told you this would happen. Make a movie in black and white and they'll give you a fucking Academy Award for it. Not for doing a good job, but for doing a bad job. But everybody thinks it is a good job because it is retro. Fuck you, I hate you. Black and white modern movies. I hate you so much. Hate you, hate you, hate you. Original screenplay. I hope it's going to be The Trial of the Chicago 7, and I think it's going to be The Trial of the Chicago 7. I haven't seen this movie yet. I hope it is more of a Baz-moi rather than Knock Knock. And I hope it is good enough to earn the fact that it knocked off The Trial of the Chicago 7's attempt at grabbing an Academy Award. But I really doubt it. I don't think it is better than The Trial of the Chicago 7, but you never know. I'll get back to you over the next 3 years to tell you if it was the case or not. But I'm totally fine with it. Adapted screenplay. I think it's going to be The White Tiger. I don't know why I think that. Just a hunch. The Father is the type of a movie that Hollywood just loves to make, and in true Barry Horowitz style, patting itself on the back for making it. I think The Father is probably one of the most boring and depressing movies you'll ever see, and I'm probably not gonna watch it unless it is on TV, or I can watch it for free on some streaming services, because it looks boring as hell, and I think it is a pretty lackluster screenplay, and I don't really care. Best animated feature. Well, this is kind of simple. Soul. Nailed it! Best director. I think it's going to be Mank, and I hope it's going to be Mank, mainly because it is directed by David Fincher, one of my all-time favorite directors, who has never been, really recognized by the Academy or Hollywood as, being one of the best, since, even though he technically has made some of the greatest movies in the history of cinema. So Chloe Zhao is a very weird way of spelling David Fincher. Sad times for David Fincher, and I'm depressed that he didn't win, so we'll move on, shall we, before I get even more depressed. Supporting actress. I thought Amanda Seyfried was really, really good in Mank, and I hope that she'll win, and I think that she'll win. So Yeon Yoo-jung, I don't know if this movie is good or not, and I don't really care. I had hoped that Amanda Seyfried would win, but she didn't, and we'll move on, shall we? Supporting actor. But I think it's going to be Sacha Baron Cohen from The Trial of the Chicago 7, and deservingly so. This is probably the best, you know, normal performance I've ever seen him do. So this Daniel Kaluuya guy and this Black Panther movie, I have pretty high hopes for that one. I'm gonna see this one in a while and see if this is better than Sacha Baron Cohen's performances from The Trial of the Chicago 7. I think it is going to be good, but not as good. I think this probably is a very good movie, but we'll see where it goes. I'm a little sad that Sacha Baron Cohen didn't get it, but what you gonna do about it? Best Actress. It's either going to be Viola Davis or Andrea Day from respectively Ma Rainey's Black Bottom or The United States versus Billie Holiday. And of those two, I think it's going to be Viola Davis that pulls out. I really like Viola Davis, and I think she deserves it. So Frances McDormand bags her 3rd Academy Award, and every time I see her I just am blown away how good she is in all the movies I've seen her in, basically. I haven't seen this movie yet. I will do so and come back and tell you exactly how boring it is, but I'm sure she's fantastic in it. I would have wished for Viola Davis to win, but you can't get everything you want to, of course. Very well. Best Actor. Chadwick Boseman from Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Because he's dead, and because he died in a very public way, and because he was so beloved by, you know, people, and he played Black Panther. And I would even go so far to say that if Chadwick Boseman does not win this one, there's probably going to be riots in the streets, and it's going to be some minor complaints online. But damn it, I was so convinced that Chadwick would win this one. Anyway, it isn't uncommon for Hollywood to, you know, award this kind of things to this kind of roles where, you know, people have to play the, you know, dementia and stuff like that, and, you know, being terminally ill or something like that. They love to do that, and of course they love a good old Anthony Hopkins to give another good speech. And I love Anthony Hopkins. I think The Father is probably one of the most boring and depressing sounding movies I've heard about in years, and I have nothing to add to this except that I probably will not watch this one until, well, I see it on TV for free or something like that. I'm surprised and a little depressed. Best Picture. The Trial of the Chicago 7. That is a really good movie, the only movie in this bunch that I thought was anything, you know, better than good. I probably should have seen this one coming. I think, I'm gonna make a bold prediction right now. I think that when I do see this movie, I think it's going to have a very small chance of crawling over 30 points. I think it is going to be a well-played movie that has great cinematography and absolutely nothing else going on. And I think it's going to be one of the worst movies I've ever seen that has won an Academy Award for Best Picture. But we'll see about that. So I'll see you next time from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.